How do you get your discounts on products that you're selling? Let's follow the GPO training triangle. We're going to make this easy. Step 1, get your customer facilities enrolled. Number 2, start finding and using manufacturer contract pricing. And number 3, ask for the rebate. This is the monthly sales tracing and rebate request process. Today, we're going to focus on step 1. That's getting your eligible customer facilities enrolled on the roster.
Okay, now let's get this enrollment process started. The first thing that you want to do is to see if your end user is already on the roster. You want to check the roster for the shipping locations, and if they have 5 locations, you want to make sure all 5 of them are there. We are finding out that typically a distributor's customers, there's 25 to 30% already on the roster. There is over 1 million members on the Vizient roster, and if yours happens to be there, good news, you don't have to do anything but access contracts. Now, how do you check to see if they are enrolled? The Vizient roster is available for you to review on the AIM website. It is updated monthly, once a month, either at the beginning or the end of the month. But if you have 500 customers, you can send those to us, name, address, city, state. We'll be happy to scrub that for you and get that information back to you in a short amount of time. Okay, if you wanted to download the roster, the first thing you want to do is go to the AIM website. And under Contracts and Rebate tab, you want to click on that and then go to the bottom under GPO Resources. After you click on that, you want to go to the Vizient Contract Resource tab, and then this pulls up, and about the 4th one down is the Vizient roster. If you are at home working from your home Wi-Fi, because there is over 1 million end users, you might as well go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because this will take a little while to download. Okay, this is just a snippet of what the roster looks like. Once you download it, you want to make sure you have certain things in your system. It's probably best to filter the top and look for your end user by the address, because sometimes the names will be 2 or 3 end users that have the same name, but you want to make sure yours matches exactly. And also keep in mind, if you try to use like north, south, east, west, and abbreviate it, or it could be abbreviated on the roster, so you kind of want to look for certain ones like Wheeler, the name of the street or something like that. Once it is downloaded, you want to make sure that you have in your system the MID or member ID number and the LIC or the license number. Then you want to make sure you have the member date. That is the effective date that they started, and just keep in mind that you cannot ask for rebates prior to that date. And then, of course, make sure the name and address and city and state all match the roster information with your system. Now, if your customer is not on the roster, then we can get them enrolled potentially into the New Edge program. You would want to focus on your top end users buying contracted items. Just keep in mind that Vizient goes through periodically and cleans up the roster. So if your end user is not buying anything, they could potentially be removed from the roster. Also, there are some restrictions that they cannot be enrolled into New Edge. There's 3 COTs, government, schools, and acute care hospitals or facilities owned by hospitals. They cannot be enrolled into the New Edge program. And also other distributors or resellers. The manufacturer wants to know where their product's going, and so if it's going to another distributor, more than likely the rebate claim would be denied. and also residential addresses are restricted or not allowed. But if you happen to ship it to the doctor's home or the nurse's home, just make sure when you fill out the sales tracing report that you use the facility name and address that is on the roster. Okay, how the enrollment process works. First off, after I receive them in, I process them and I send them to Vizient on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The cutoff time is 3 o'clock and allow 7 to 10 days for Vizient to process them and get them back to us. But keep in mind the effective date is the day they sign the form. There are two types of enrollment. One is the electronic enrollment, which is your link, which I will send you that link as well as it is on the New Edge website under your web page. And then a PDF version. That's in case like one of your salespeople actually wants to hand a paper to them, or they can do that and then scan it and send that back to me, and we'll get that going for you. Okay, now filling out the enrollment form electronically, it usually takes like about 3 minutes. Anything with an asterisk is required. So say the facility name or the doctor's name would go here. The contact name is the person that has given permission to be enrolled into the New Edge program, and that's going to be either the doctor, the head nurse, or the office manager, but their name will not appear on the roster. It's just who gave permission. Of course, address, city, states required, and then if they have additional ship to locations, you can click this little plus button, a box pops up, and you can add the additional locations here. Now, if there's like 20 or 30 of them, you could put that on an Excel sheet and send it over to me, and I can just tag it on the back half of that, and that'll help you out a bit. Now the phone number is required, but no one will call them from NDC, New Edge, or Vizient. If they have the DEA number, they can put that there, and the HIN number. And then there's the class of trade. This is this would pop down, and you could fill that out, and another box pops up, and that can give you a little bit more detail, like a lab or a clinic or something of that nature. The person that has given you permission or given permission to be enrolled would sign here. The contact name signs here. You hit I'm not a robot, and then next. Now the legal part of this pops up, and that is a provider agreement. All that is required on this is the signature. Once that is signed, you hit submit, and then that comes to me, and I will take it from there in getting your customer enrolled. Okay, you want to make sure your data is clean to prevent any rebate denials. So we suggest that your system matches what the roster says as close as possible. But say, for instance, you have a doctor's name. You only have the doctor's name, Dr. Sam Elliott. But Vizient on the roster has Dermatology Associates. Now you know Dr. Sam Elliott works there. Well, Vizient will not Google to find out if Dr. Sam Elliott works there to process it. They'll just deny it. So you want to make sure it matches. And then we do ask for it to help us out, keeping things cleaned up. Like if your customer has moved, or they've changed their name, or they've opened up another location, send me an email or send us an email to the member inquiry at New Edge Alliance, and we will get all that updated. So then that way it'll help you from getting any denials because you forgot to tell us or they forgot to tell you that they've moved.
In case you need more help, we put together some key talking points to help you explain the benefits of New Edge with your customers. Simply said, we belong to a GPO called New Edge Alliance. It allows me to get the very best price on healthcare products for you. Plus, we are able to get you additional cost savings on business expenses and more for your employees. There's absolutely no cost or obligation for you. May I sign you up today?